Pause 1s. Section 1. The Global Tapestry of Colonial Empires. Imagine a world map, slowly illuminated by a cascade of lights representing the far-reaching tentacles of colonial empires. Pause 2s. From the bustling ports of Lisbon and Seville, to the spice-laden markets of Goa and Malacca, and the gold-rich mines of Potosi and Bolivia. Pause 1s. The reach of colonial powers was nothing short of staggering. Pause 2s. Visuals of ancient maps transforming into modern ones, with animated routes traced by ships, caravans, and trading posts. Pause 1s. The sun never set on the British Empire, stretching from the Americas to India and from the African continent to the Australian outback. Pause 1s. France's territories spanned from the Caribbean to Southeast Asia, while the Dutch Empire's influence was felt from the Indonesian archipelago to the shores of the Cape of Good Hope. Pause 2s. Pause 1s. The relentless drive for expansion saw the rise of grand cities, the construction of imposing forts, and the establishment of intricate trade networks that connected distant lands. Pause 1s. Yet beneath the grandeur lay the stories of countless lives forever altered. Pause 2s. Visuals shift to bustling colonial-era marketplaces, grand architectural structures, and the stark contrast of indigenous communities. Pause 1s. The spice routes of the East, the fur trade in North America, and the sugar plantations in the Caribbean, each telling a tale of both prosperity and profound exploitation. Pause 2s. Pause 1s. As the empires expanded, so did the cultural exchanges, often forceful and one-sided, but undeniably impactful. Pause 1s. The introduction of new crops, languages, religions, and technologies reshaped societies across continents. Pause 2s. Pause 1s. This is the intricate, often tumultuous tapestry of colonial empires, woven with threads of ambition, conquest, and transformation. Pause 2s. Pause 1s. Join us as we unravel these threads, exploring the dawn of these empires and the far-reaching consequences they left in their wake. Pause 2s. Welcome to our journey through the annals of colonial history. Pause 1s. Section 1. Dawn of the Colonial Empires. Imagine the dawn of the 15th century. As dawn breaks, ships laden with explorers, soldiers, and missionaries set sail from European shores, venturing into uncharted waters. The age of exploration had begun. Pause 2s. These voyages were not mere adventures, but the first steps towards a new world order. Pause 1s. Driven by the quest for wealth, new trade routes, and a hunger for glory, nations like Spain, Portugal, and later Britain, France, and the Netherlands embarked on a journey that would reshape the world. Pause 2s. With the discovery of the Americas by Christopher Columbus in 1492, the floodgates opened. Empires rose, fueled by the riches of the New World, Africa, and Asia. Pause 1s. The Spanish conquistadors, armed with steel and gunpowder, toppled the mighty Aztec and Inca civilizations. Pause 1s. Portugal, with its formidable navy, established trade outposts from Africa to India and beyond. Pause 1s. The British and Dutch East India Companies became symbols of corporate might, their influence extending far beyond mere commerce. Pause 2s. But these empires were built on the backs of the native populations and enslaved peoples. The clash of cultures, the imposition of foreign rule, and the exploitation of resources marked the beginning of a long and often brutal chapter in human history. Pause 1s. The echoes of these colonial empires still reverberate today, shaping the political, economic, and social landscapes of our modern world. Pause 2s. Join us as we delve into the reach of these empires and uncover the indelible marks they left behind. Pause 1s. Welcome to our journey through the annals of colonial history. Section 1. A World Painted Red, The Reach of Empires. The 19th century map of the world was awash in red, a testament to the vast British Empire. But Britain was not alone. From the Americas to Asia, European powers carved up the globe, driven by a thirst for resources and a belief in their own superiority. This era of colonialism, stretching back centuries, fundamentally reshaped the world, leaving deep scars and a complex legacy that we grapple with even today. This wasn't just about flags and maps, it was about power. Who had it, who took it, and who continues to feel its effects.
Section 2. The Great Transformation, Colonialism's Deep Impact. Colonialism wasn't merely about economics, it was a project of cultural transformation. European languages, laws, and customs were imposed on colonized societies, often replacing or marginalizing existing structures. Education systems were overhauled to serve the needs of the empire, creating a class of Western-educated elites who often straddled two worlds. This cultural imposition had a profound impact on the identities and worldviews of colonized people.
Section 3. Scars on the Present. Colonialism's Lasting Legacy. The legacy of colonialism is not confined to history books. It continues to shape our world in profound ways. The political map of the world, with its often arbitrary borders, is a direct result of colonial divisions. Many post-colonial nations continue to grapple with the challenges of building stable institutions and national identities in the wake of colonial rule. The echoes of this past are evident in ongoing conflicts, political instability, and economic disparities.
Section 4. Echoes in the Present, From Trade to Identity. The global trade networks, established during the colonial period, continue to influence patterns of commerce today. Former colonial powers often maintain strong economic ties with their former colonies, shaping trade relationships and influencing economic development. This interconnectedness can be seen in everything, from the flow of goods and services to the movement of capital and investment.
Section 6. Ghosts at the Table, Food, Language, and Cultural Change. The culinary landscape of the world bears the indelible mark of colonialism. From the introduction of spices and ingredients to the fusion of culinary traditions, colonialism has left a lasting impact on the way we eat and drink. Think of the widespread popularity of tea in England, a legacy of British colonialism in India, or the fusion of African and European cuisines in Latin America.
Section 8. The Unfinished Conversation: Colonialism in the 21st Century. The conversation about colonialism is far from over. In recent years, there has been a growing movement calling for former colonial powers to acknowledge and address the injustices of the past. From demands for reparations to the repatriation of cultural artifacts, this movement seeks to confront the enduring legacy of colonialism and its impact on the present.
Section 9. Facing our past, shaping our future. The importance of understanding colonialism. The study of colonialism is not simply an academic exercise, it is a vital part of understanding the complexities of the modern world. By grappling with the legacy of colonialism, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of nations, the fluidity of cultural identities, and the enduring impact of historical injustices. Through education, dialogue, and a willingness to challenge our own assumptions, we can work towards a more just and equitable future. By understanding the past, we equip ourselves to build a present and future free from the shadows of colonialism. The legacy of colonialism is not destiny. By confronting the past with honesty and courage, we can create a future where all people have the opportunity to live in dignity and freedom. The path forward requires empathy, understanding, and a commitment to dismantling the systems of oppression that continue to plague our world.